Inside the darkness, the god of angels advanced, voyaging through a subterranean passageway. There were no flames to proffer illumination in this forsaken tunnel. He alone was its source of light. There were no prisons or chambers possessing the souls of the dead, only an endless and barren path. He thought of the halls of paradise and the illustrious banquet awaiting him and his rescued beloved. He thought of the echoing compositions his angels would construct in honor of the blessed ceremony. He saw the New Jerusalem in his mind's eye, the tree of life and the glistening celestial river calmly flowing through his Father's kingdom. He envisioned the revolving skies, undying beauty, and wondrous creatures of the highest realm of serenity. He thought of his earth-bereaving disciples, Peter, the sons of thunder, and each of his fragile apostles, one by one. He pictured his mother's face, her beautiful, innocent, and comforting smile. He heard the laughter of fellowship and the colliding discourse of holy alliance. These thoughts strengthened his hallowed resolve. And then, after untold depths of darkness, he abruptly stopped. Something had suddenly appeared from the shadows. Before him stood the bars of a lost, ancient prison. There were no flames viciously decorating this chamber of hell, only cold, abandoned stones of bitter sorrow and regret. He could not see the inhabitants of this dungeon, but he knew their names and the reason he had come. He walked through the stone bars and into the epic dungeon. Even the great darkness of this place was as light to the eternal seer of the ages. He called out to the shadows, the same heroic voice that restored lepers and raised the dead to life. Man of dust and spirit, firstborn of grace and truth, guardian of Eden, patriarch of the fallen, Son of God fashioned from the womb of the earth, prototype of the blessed image. Where are you? The author of atonement raised his undefeated arm, shedding a piercing ray of light, revealing the original man. He was crumpled and distorted, a shadow vapor. His appearance was unnaturally aged, as if he had continued to disintegrate without the rest of death. Time was an eternity here, but also a blink. The man had been in this vacant cave since the curse of time had caught his heels, and yet he had only just arrived. He recoiled violently at the blinding light, which stood before him, for his state of darkness could not bear the presence of perfection. The guardian of Eden writhed in pain and torment, the weight of unspeakable shame pressing upon his spirit like an ocean of remorse. The enemy of love had kept the fabled man here in the lowest realm of condemnation as the crown of his sadistic invasion, the hidden and tormented monument of his Eden raid and glorious revenge on the ruler of heaven. But one invasion deserves another, and the Almighty was unyieldingly determined to have the final word. Arise, man of sorrow, and open your eyes. The decrepit figure struggled to his feet, unable to lift the veils which covered the windows of his immortal soul. He feebly stood up, his hands shielding his face from the searing brilliance of the Christ. The broken trembled, and fearful Adam wept as the word of God spoke with eternal compassion.